The discipline of desire, wanting less and living more. We live in a world that constantly tells us, you don't have enough, you're not enough, you need more to be happy. More money, more status, more followers, more possessions. But here's the question the Stoics asked 2,000 years ago. What if the secret to happiness isn't wanting more, but wanting less? This is what the Stoics called the discipline of desire, the ability to align your wants with what truly matters. Not to kill desire entirely, but to free yourself from desires that enslave you. In this video, we'll explore how the Stoics mastered desire, why wanting less leads to living more, and how you can apply their wisdom in your own life, right here, right now. The problem of endless wanting. Let's be honest, most of us are caught in an endless cycle of desire. We want the latest phone. When we get it, we want the next one. We want a bigger house, a better car, a promotion, a relationship that looks perfect on Instagram. And yet, no matter how much we get, it never feels like enough. The Stoic philosopher Seneca once said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor." Think about that. A billionaire who is restless for more is poorer than a farmer who is content with his daily bread. The world sells us the illusion that happiness is always out there, in the next purchase, the next achievement, the next chapter of life. But the Stoics remind us, happiness is found not in having more, but in needing less. What the Stoics meant by desire. When the Stoics spoke about desire, they didn't mean wanting in general. They meant an unhealthy attachment to things beyond our control. Epictetus taught, freedom is not achieved by satisfying desires, but by eliminating them. Not all desires are bad. The desire to live wisely, to act with justice, to care for those we love. These are natural and noble. But the desire for wealth, fame, or things we can't fully control, that is the root of suffering. The Stoics divided life into two categories. One, what is in our control, our thoughts, choices, and actions. Two, what is not in our control, everything else. The discipline of desire means aligning our wants with the first category and letting go of the second. Why wanting less brings freedom? Desire is a form of slavery. When you crave approval, you hand other people the keys to your happiness. When you crave riches, your mood rises and falls with the stock market. When you crave comfort, every discomfort feels like torture. But when you learn to want less, you suddenly become free. Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher emperor, wrote, "Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking." By lowering the threshold of what you need to be content, you raise the stability of your happiness. Think of it like this. If happiness requires luxury, status, and endless comfort, then happiness will always be fragile. But if happiness requires only wisdom, virtue, and gratitude, then no storm can take it from you. Practical Stoic practices to discipline desire. So how do we practice the discipline of desire today? Here are 5 Stoic exercises to train your desires. 1. Negative visualization. Imagine losing the things you take for granted. Your health, your loved ones, your home. This isn't to depress you, but to awaken gratitude. When you return to reality, you realize, I already have more than enough. 2. Voluntary discomfort. The Stoics would sometimes sleep on the floor, wear rough clothing, or eat simple meals. Seneca said, "Set aside a certain number of days during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, and then ask yourself, is this what I feared?" By practicing less, you discover you need less. 3. Distinguish needs from wants. Next time you feel a strong desire, pause and ask, do I need this or just want it? Most of the time, you'll realize your happiness doesn't depend on it. 4. Shift desire to virtue. Instead of desiring wealth, desire wisdom. Instead of craving attention, crave justice. Instead of chasing pleasure, chase courage. These are desires that can never be stolen from you. 5. Daily reflection. At night, reflect, did my desires today serve me or enslave me? This habit strengthens self-awareness and weakens blind craving. Living more by wanting less. Here's the paradox. When you want less, you actually live more. Because you're no longer distracted by endless chasing, you're free to enjoy the simple beauty of life. The sunrise, a quiet conversation, the warmth of a meal, the peace of your own mind. Epictetus said, Wealth consists not in having great possessions, but in having few wants. This doesn't mean you must reject success, ambition, or progress. It simply means you no longer measure life by how much you can accumulate, but by how deeply you can live. Applying this to modern life. Now let's bring this down to the world we live in. Our modern age of social media, consumerism, and endless advertising. Every time you scroll, you are being told to want more. More likes, more gadgets, more validation. But here's the radical choice Stoicism offers you. To step off the treadmill. To say, I have enough. I am enough. This doesn't make you passive. In fact, it makes you stronger, because your happiness is no longer hostage to what you cannot control. The discipline of desire is not about suppressing life, it's about living it fully without being enslaved by craving. So here's the final truth. The richest life is not the one with the most possessions, but the one with the fewest chains. The Stoics remind us that when you free yourself from unnecessary wants, you free yourself to live with wisdom, courage, justice, and peace. Want less, and you will discover you already have more than enough. If this video resonated with you, remember, Stoicism is not about rejecting life, but about embracing it with clarity and strength. So ask yourself today, what desire is holding me captive? And what would life feel like if I let it go? Thank you for watching. If you found value here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more Stoic wisdom every week. Until next time, live wisely, want less, and truly live more.